Hello and welcome back to Middle Age Moto. I hope everybody is doing well. It has been a while since I have been on. I have been extremely busy with some of my other hobbies. I do photography on the side and I shoot competitively. So I've been kind of wrapped up in that quite a bit. So I get a quick ride in here and there, but I really haven't done any videos for some time. But I'm out exploring. I found this dirt section on my route, which was pretty cool. It's out in the country. I'm on my way back out of the dirt, back to the old road. But you know, while I was riding today, let me back up. Of course, this bike does not have a gas gauge, and my Street Fighter does not have a gas gauge. So I go by the trip odometer and I set it up. And I usually fill up somewhere around 70 miles. Once I have 70 miles on it, I'll fill up. Or I attempt to. Well, today, because I'm not sure where I was going, I had 30 some miles on it. And then I decided to stop and fill up because I was like, I don't want to have to constantly be looking at the miles. I have major range anxiety on both my bikes. My Street Fighter, I pretty much fill up every single time I go. And, you know, until now, I didn't realize that, you know, that I'm doing it. I go no more than, my average ride on the Street Fighter is about 40 miles round trip from my house to where I ride and back home. Maybe 50, maybe, you know, 60. And I get about 80 miles per tank, depending on how I'm driving on the Street Fighter. But that's the whole key. So it's very hard to judge because, especially the Street Fighter, if I ride the bike hard, the gas goes faster, of course, because you're riding harder. So I can really drop that gas, you know, the average miles per gallon and stuff like that. So it's weird. So I'm constantly wondering, you know, if I rode hard, you know, how many miles do I truly have? You know, if I'm driving normally and out just cruising, I get 80 miles. It does have a gas light, but, you know, how much distance, you know, distance may vary as far as the gas light's concerned. This has a gas light too. So where I ride, I'm out here where there's not a lot of gas stations. So I'm always concerned, you know, it's weird. Sorry about that. So when I'm riding, I ride out here in the more rural areas. So I'm usually not sure. Let's see, is this my turn? No. So I'm usually out riding in the rural areas. So I really don't know if there's going to be a gas station around. Now, there's gas stations throughout this ride that I normally do in this area I ride in, but they're far and few between. This is more rural. So I don't want to be hindered by having to go out of my way to find a gas station. So it's weird. You know, I constantly battle that. I guess the gas gauge wouldn't really make a difference. You know, I know by miles, you know, how far I'm going, so a gas gauge would be the same. But, you know, if you're riding hard, the gas gauge would drop more, if it's accurate, of course, and give you a little bit better idea of what you're looking at. So, you know, it's kind of weird.